What is going on? Welcome back. What do I call myself? I guess in this video, I'm going to be a Hotshot Dave because we're going to talk trucking. We're going to talk about the predatory trucking companies. They're out there. I'm not going to mention no names. I'm not going to mention anything other than what they do, how they do it, why they do it, and what to look for. So, it usually starts out as a guy like me or any other person getting into trucking. They get out here and they work, and they do pretty good. They do really good. Decent truck, decent trailers, And then they get this idea, well, I want to sit home. Or I can make more money with this, and that's where it starts. That's 100%. Hold on. 100% where it starts. It comes from the greed. Yeah, I wouldn't call it greed yet, as much as just trying to better yourself for the future. Right? That's where they're at right now. But then they don't realize that they're getting ready to reduce 100% of their income and fix it with 20% of my income, or 30%, or 25%, whatever it is. So if you think my 25% is going to cover your 100%, it's not going to work. Like, mathematically, it's not possible. So then it comes down to, all right, well, we need more. We need more. We need more guys, more trucks, more this. So they get more. Well, then the cost double. The back end doubles, Everything goes up. They didn't account for that. So what can we do here? And that's when the nickel and diamond, the penny pinching, all the stuff that they use to bring you in is now what they're doing. Because you're going to hear that. This is a family-run operation. We're just a small, family-oriented. We're going to keep it that way. Next thing you know, somehow, you're at the beck and call of this or this fleet owner who's now trying to run you like a company driver. They won't pay you like a company driver. Oh, no. Oh, no. They won't do that. Because then they gotta take care of your truck. They gotta do this. They gotta do that. And you're always gonna get the shitty loads. You're gonna get the ones that doesn't make sense for them to put their guys on. And then, like right now, when the economy tanks and everybody that was barely making it leaves. But now what? Here comes the next row. Here comes the next group. And it's the same thing. So, I mean, it's been a long, hard lesson in me in the trucking industry. I honestly, I don't like the industry, how it's ran. Because it doesn't help. It's like anything else, so it doesn't help the working man. The people who are making money are the ones not in the truck. And I've been preaching this for a while. The truck and the driver, there's not a lot of money there. There's just not. Once you pay for the truck, the driver, all that stuff, I mean, you can make a healthy living. But in order to really do something, you need to have a bigger company. And, you know, there's a lot of them. So what can you do as an owner-operator or a new guy to make sure you don't get in on this? Well, I'm going to tell you it's very hard. And you may get duped a time or two. I did. So, me personally, I would not lease on, drive for anything of a company under a year. If you have not seen 4 seasons as a business owner, I don't think you should have driver owner operators. You shouldn't be hiring new people. Let's put it that way. You can hire I don't know, somebody that's been doing it for a while, like a Make Sense or somebody like that, or even an Asian Mind. You can hire one of them because they know right, wrong, and indifferent. But the new guys are in a different situation. And that's why they want new guys, so they can mold them, bend them, twist them, whatever they need to do to make this their cash cow. That's what it will become. And I've noticed, done this with a couple trucking companies. The minute you notice that you are no longer getting the benefit of your percentage, time to hit the road, Jack. You know, like, if I call and ask you to do something, knowing you're at home, and you tell me no, and then I get a fine, and it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't have been this, you know, that's what you're going to run into. Like, I'm over the road, I'm driving, I'm doing this, and this. Then you ask somebody for a permit, you don't get it, it costs you money, and it's your fault. And now they want to come after you. Truth of the matter is, they're not there for the company. They're there for their pockets. And trucking it's a sad industry because it's been over-regulated, but from the wrong side. Honestly, the best thing that could happen is some autonomous come in and take out some of the scams. But this is no different than contracting or anything else. So, vet your companies. How many DOT numbers have they had? How many drivers do they have? How many drivers have they had? You would be surprised what a Google search of a company will tell you. Just a simple Google search. And then you Google search the owner's name. Well, would you do that? Why would I search his name? Well, I want to know if he's had any other companies, if his wife's had any companies. Like, if they're on their 3rd company, might be an issue. You know, if scores are through the roof, might be an issue, you know. And I noticed, especially on my first one, read your contract. Because these guys use vague contracts. And most of the time, people do not read them. Just leaves room for them to move it. To start taking more money. Because I promise you, once these people need money, you're all they got. The truck drivers are all they got. They can't milk the truck anymore. So now they gotta milk the guy. Some people's goal is to keep you in debt so you will work. They don't care if you go home and see your family. They may tell you they do, but I promise you they don't. You know? Just vet. Facebook, Google, YouTube. Just look all around. Instagram. Talk to people. Now understand there's going to be haters. Like, you're going to get some negative feedback. But can that feedback be verified? So let's say I say CBC owes $100,000 to drivers. But you Google it and you find nothing. You Google, Facebook, you look everywhere. And you don't hear it from nobody else except this one guy. Well, I'm not going to put much weight into that. I'm going to put it in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to put much weight on it. Now, if he's got 5 trucks sitting and he's hiring drivers out the wazoo, and somebody says, man, he's hard to work for, can't keep people, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's verifiable. You've been in business 3 years. You've got all these trucks, and they're sitting. Your turnover was high. So, guys, now in this economy right now is the time they're going to crunch you the most. Because they're not paying fuel. You're paying the fuel. They're the ones winning right now. The trucking companies with owner-operators are the one winning. Like when the trucking company is making more than the driver, it's time to leave. And you will see it. It will happen. 1 week, maybe. Okay, I had a bad week. But if your company continues to take your money, the percentage, even though they see you're in a bad spot, it's time to go. It's not their place to take care of you, I get it. But if they're offering you nothing, like if you're not getting good loads or you're not in good areas and they're not willing to help you fix it, they just keep taking your money, time to move on. There's plenty of companies, guys. So be careful out here. I think if you can start right now and survive, you'll be fine. But their survive part's gonna be hard because you don't know where it's going. Nobody knows what it's doing. Nobody. Like, you have 2 markets that should be running opposite, running together. So we're in a whole new territory. And I know I rambled, but I've been sitting back and I've been getting emails and texts, and it's about these companies. Somebody comes out here with a dream and a goal, inspiration, and more drive. And they come in, they get sold sweet nothings, and then boom, they're in. They can't get out. The moment you take help for that trucking company, you're stuck. Because if you owe any money, they will find a way to make sure you keep owing money. And there's a lot of companies like that, guys. They'll buy you new trucks, they'll buy you new trailers, they'll do whatever. There's always a motive. So, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you still like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Because we're going to go back and forth. This isn't going to be strictly coins or strictly trucking. I've noticed 200 people left the channel. Deuces, which is fine. So we're still going to be researching. We're still watching the industry. Just me not driving. I didn't have enough content for both. Or for just trucking and 2 separate channels. So that's where we're at. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.